Okay. Share screen. Guys, see everything okay?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Siri here. Let me know if I can help.
Go away, Siri. All right.
Changed your voice.
I don't know what. Yeah, I guess she went to a male. Maybe she went to the transgender school. I don't know. Anyway, everything going on nowadays, nothing surprises me anymore. Okay, let's get this going. So, a little background. Yeah, I tried catching them, and she was real shy about me photographing her while she was feeding. And finally, I got my phone to operate my camera, and I set the camera up in a couple different points of view, and was able to catch her feeding her little ones. And then not long after that, they started getting up on the rim of the nest, and one of them got out of there before I had a chance to take a photo of him. The other one was up there, and I went out to take a picture of him, and he flew down on the ground. So I got a shot of him on the ground, and then he flew off at about maybe 2.5 feet and landed on some bushes, and I got a picture of him there. So that's basically what I'm going to show.
Nice.
So let's go.
Oh,
It's still on there. That should go away. I can move it over.
What did she build the nest around?
A wire hanging out of one of my fixtures that I hadn't put up a ceiling fixture on yet.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Yeah, so I made sure I taped the switch off on that so we didn't wake her up.
Yeah.
That could have been a disaster.
Oh,
Yeah, it's just outside the kitchen window, and I'm up as high as I can without hitting the frame of the window. Yet, I'm still pointing up at the ceiling a little bit because it angles down.
boy, that beak's right down there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
That's, I was,
like
yeah,
4
I was
feet.
thinking the same thing. You'd think she'd pierce them with that
Yeah.
long beak.
Shove it out the other end.
So this was a couple days before, and then the day I went out to shoot, he jumped down, and then there he is.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, they totally changed their look, from here, it almost looks like although he's kind of clumped up, but it looks like his feathers and even his shape of his head and everything else has changed considerably in a few days here.
Mhm.
To here, and then here's the front.
Kind of elongated the neck.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. I was amazed. He fell out of the he didn't really fly. He kind of fell down to the ground, and Dan was going to get a ladder, and I was going to pick him up, and he took off. And then fly. So I was like, wow.
I don't know you.
That's what they say. You should just leave them there because they're being looked after, I guess. So
Well, she wasn't anywhere around. I was really surprised. And any other time, I was trying to get up there and take pictures of the eggs at one time, and I put the ladder in. All of a sudden, I felt her buzzing around my head, and then she was right in my face. So I said, "Okay, I'm not getting close to the nest." Yes, I respected her for that. Just cut my distance.
Yeah.
yeah, I think they just quit feeding the babies, and the babies just have to go get food because they're
I
not being
guess.
fed anymore.
Yeah, I guess. Well, I think she was there in the morning earlier, or that.
Mhm.
But and I don't know about the other one. I thought I saw the little beak sticking up when this one took off, but I never saw it again. So it's a fledged too. I haven't seen them since. So I guess they're doing okay. Hope so.
Yeah,
All right.
great photos.
Yeah.
The last one, good depth of field all the way pretty much from the tip of the beak back.
Yeah.
Which is
Yeah,
always
I was
cool.
with the 500. Yeah, as close as I could get without spooking them or her. All right. So I guess we're going with Ellen. Huh? Okay. Let's get you set up here.
Oh, how
Oh,
Oh, that's great.
yeah.
thanks.
is it? A fox?
No, this is a little coyote pup.
Coyote?
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
wow,
They
cute.
we got lucky enough to find a little den of them. Apparently there was 8 of them in this den.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
I only saw 4 of them, but yeah, I'm not quite sure how old they are, but they were out having a lot of fun. I have another one that where you thought that it was playing with a stick, and it was actually the leg of a deer.
Oh, geez. Oh,
Everybody thought, oh, they're playing with a stick. Well, when you brought it into the computer and you blew it up or you opened it up, you could see it was the leg of a deer. So
uh,
Goodness. Playing with their food, huh?
just yeah, it was
I love that you got him looking right at you.
yeah, and this is actually quite a ways, just like you say, you got to give them a lot of respect, right? Because
Uh-huh.
I did get a photo of their mother. Holy moly, she's pretty big, and you wouldn't want to get in between her and her pups, that's for sure.
Mhm.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah,
Great.
yeah, that's nice.
Thanks.
Maybe you could just kind of a delicate balance, but maybe just tick up the highlights in this eye a little bit without
Okay.
it looking like it's, you know, a flashlight or something. And then I would probably just take
That grass now.
concentration down on that
Yeah.
piece of grass. So let me get my, oh, looks like it didn't stay open. Hang on, let me get my cursor thing so it's easy to see.
Yeah, his nose is on crooked too.
Yeah,
You're more than willing to come up here and tell them that. That's up to you.
yeah, right. There you go. There.
Where was this at, Alan?
This is just in a little park, not too far from us. So
Okay.
it's in Calgary. Yeah,
Hmm.
it's actually a really good park. It's got a horrendous amount of wildlife in it, considering it's in the city, right? So,
Wow. Yeah.
Oh, it's a city park?
oh yeah,
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might be able to open this up a little bit here too, just to get a little more detail the other nostril. I don't know.
okay.
Yeah. Don't go overboard though, just real subtle.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
Oh, wow.
There we
Oh,
go.
wow.
Nice.
Yeah. Now I know this is not probably the greatest of photos, but this is the first grizzly bear I've ever shot. So
Oh,
That's amazing.
wow.
I was pretty close to him.
Yeah.
And he had a collar around his neck. Most of these bears are kind of tagged in some way or another.
Mm.
Keep track of them. But this was a big bear. Wow.
Hmm.
Yeah, it looks like. Was this
Yeah.
at the city park too?
No. No,
I
this
hope not.
is out in the mountains, out in a place called Kananaskis, reasonably close to Banff.
Oh, okay, up and down. All right. Nice.
Yeah, there was quite a few of the other people in our club here had been out a few days earlier and got groups of photos of a mother and cubs, and when I went out there, I got this one just almost as you went into the park, and I thought, well, this is going to be great because these other ones are further down the road, hopefully. But unfortunately, this is the only one I got. But I was more than pleased to get this one.
Mhm.
And that's a grizzly?
It's a grizzly bear, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
See the hump.
Yeah.
The hump on the neck.
This is
It looks like he's been in the dandelions.
they like the dandelions, yeah.
I guess. Oh goodness, they're everywhere.
Yeah, they like the dandelions.
It's a great
Oh.
shot.
Not only that, these horses from the other week there, these wild horses, they were munching down on the dandelions as well.
Okay. I don't know if you've got any more detail in these highlights. It might be something you could localize and pull up a little more hair detail in these, but
Okay.
I don't know. I would try, but I don't think I can get it out of the JPEG.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a pretty shaggy coat he's got there, but
Yeah.
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 Is it like a winter coat?
oh, I'm sure it is. I don't think they're long out of their dens. Yeah.
Mm.
Um,
That's a great shot, though.
Yeah.
oh, thank
Yeah,
you.
for sure.
Oh, what what lens were you using?
That was a big 600 lens.
I don't know.
It was pretty close, though. It was probably, I'm guessing, maybe 30 feet or so from them.
Oh,
Maybe
really? Wow.
Nice.
I was on the other side of the car, so
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Smart move.
these animals they can run as fast as a racehorse. These
Yeah.
days.
Yeah. That's
Yeah, and cars don't stop them, just so you know. Yeah, that's great.
Good. Yeah, I was really pleased at getting that. I've been, I've lived here for so long, and it's almost like being down in Green Valley. Everybody talks about rattlesnakes. Well, I've never really ever seen one down there. And everybody sees bears here. Well, it's been taking me over 30, 40 years to see this grizzly bear. So
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
it was quite exciting. Yeah.
When we were camping just inside of Canada, north of Glacier, it was at Waterton.
Yes, Waterton.
Yeah, it was fall, but there were berries all over the bushes in the campsite, and they were everywhere. And
There are
couldn't
lots of them down there. Yeah.
yeah, they couldn't be bothered. And you'd walk out to use the restroom or the showers, and they'd
Yeah.
just be going about their business, having their snacks.
It's when they run out of berries.
Yeah, or look for the main course. All right.
Okay, good.
Oh, pretty.
I'm not sure it's just a wild flower, but I'm not sure what it's called.
Mhm.
But I did put a little bit of a topaz treatment on this, just to kind of change it a little bit. But
Mhm.
I thought it was fairly subtle enough. I liked it.
Mhm.
That's how it came out.
The colors are so rich.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yeah, it's really nice.
I love the stalk at the top, just the way it kind of turns
Mhm. It
over.
just caught the light perfect.
You can see all the little feathers on the petals.
Yeah.
Yeah, were those on the petals, or was that from the
Oh,
topaz?
that's not from topaz. That was actually there. Yeah.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, because sometimes you get those artifacts
Yeah.
right at
No.
topaz.
Yeah.
Cool. That's really pretty. Okay.
Oh, gorgeous.
And this is just from one of my neighbor's yards. So it's a lily, but it's I just like the softness of it all. Especially, I love the background.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
But,
Yeah, I wonder if maybe losing that right side a little bit.
okay.
Yeah. Kind of zoom in on it a little more, and then just darken these guys down a little bit.
Okay.
Keep your eye right here. Alrighty.
Gorgeous.
This is, oh, thanks. This was the same day as the grizzly bear. So this is the kind of terrain that you're in there, Kananaskis.
Mm.
Just a mountain stream running on. Yeah.
Ah, I'm getting the "you are signed out" thing again. You guys can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
disregard it. I don't know, it must be a bug or something. Okay. It looks like you worked on this one since the version you sent me in the email.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did a little bit. There
Good.
was actually a, on the original one, there was a log down in the bottom right-hand corner
Mhm.
that I took out. And I darkened the sky and the water a little bit. So,
Mhm.
and I think I sharpened up the mountains in the background there
Ah, okay.
where the snow is.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you figure out what he was talking about when you?
Yes, I did. Yeah. So,
All right, good.
yeah, somebody else had it up on a Facebook page for the camera that I have, and this guy kind of liked it, and he said, made a couple of suggestions, and at the time I had no idea what he was talking about, but it was talking about not the what's it called, Sandy?
Saturation.
Not the saturation, the
Well,
luminance. The luminance.
Yeah. Bring it back,
A luminance map.
Mhm.
And I went on to YouTube and looked that up, and actually it was pretty interesting.
Mhm.
So you take it to a black and white image, and then you can pick a certain area of the image, and it produces this luminance map, and you can make slight adjustments, and it obviously just adjusts where it's selected the mask. So it was pretty cool.
Mhm. Yeah. A lot of people get distracted by color, and another way to do things is to either add a black and white layer to it like that, so you can just see the tonalities, or
Yeah.
you can just take the saturation down. That's another way to do it. And here, my eyes going back and forth between these two areas here. So I would probably tone this down a little bit,
Okay.
just up in here. So what you could do then is, let's just turn this off for a second. Now, if we were in camera raw, we could do the same thing by just going into basic and just taking it all the way down. And then we could locally mask with a brush or something, the area that you want
Yep.
to, take out. And since I've got auto mask on, you can see it's not picking up the light areas. So I'm going to turn that off. Where are you? There it is. Just turn that off and make it a little smaller. And just kind of fill the areas in that the mask didn't get the automat. Okay, something like that. And then we could either take the highlights down a little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe pull the whites down. Still had a little, or the other way to go would be maybe to just change the contrast a little bit, and then just slowly take the exposure down. Not much, just about like that. And then I would go back and take your saturation back. Let's see, can we get to basic here? I don't see basic. One of the things they just added to the new update is this amount slider. So when you're doing any kind of masking, it's putting 100 in the middle so you can make it darker or less or more actually. Which is kind of nice. And if you've got several different things, tweaked here, you don't have to go in and move each one of them. You can just move this whole thing down or up.
Yeah,
Which
that's
is
pretty
kind
good.
of neat. So you could do something like that. And then if you come off of this, you get to where we took our saturation down, but I don't see it.
It's right underneath color. Oh, I thought it was. Wait a minute, I saw it a minute ago. Yeah, right there.
Yeah, but that's the saturation for that.
Oh, for that color. Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to get out of.
Back to basic.
Oh, here I got to go back. Yeah,
There
this is
you go.
something different. Go back to basics. Then I could just double click and get my saturation back. There we go. Okay. So you can kind of see it there. Then if you want to go back and tweak it, I guess you got to go back here and do it here. Pick your mask. And then see if we want to, pick it up just a little bit more and maybe take some of the whites out. There you go.
Yeah, that really made a difference.
Yeah, so then when you're here, you can look at it again, with your black and white
Right.
Mhm.
visualizer and make your decision from there.
Okay.
If you want to add more or less. And when you're done, you just take this and throw it out and save it and you're good to go.
Good. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was telling Alan when we used to shoot in the studio a lot of times and we had a lot of color in a set, we would take black and white Polaroids as well, just to see how the light was interacting with the subject. And strip away all the, the color pulling your eye into different places.
And it certainly it made a difference when from the original one to this one. So
Mhm.
pretty happy with it.
Yeah,
Good. Thank you.
sure. There we go. All right. Yeah. Let me get back to that last image. I'll have to find out if I can send this out or not, because it came from one of my classes. But if nothing else, it's from Master Academy, but it's got all the updates. I believe Adobe has this on their website as well, but there's a lot of updates in the new version of Photoshop. So you guys might want to look on Adobe's website, after you download it, see how it goes. Look who's there.
Yeah.
All righty. Let's go to Don.
Yeah, we was in Columbus, Ohio,
Oh,
this last weekend. And we went to the National Veterans Memorial Museum. And, this is outside of the museum here. All these shots of inside or outside of it.
Mhm.
oh. I like the composition on it.
Yeah.
Everything fits nice.
Nice looking building.
Yeah.
That is,
Mhm.
it's really different.
Somebody's got an imagination, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's all concrete. I mean, the base of the inside isn't, or nothing fancy. The walls and stuff are concrete, just like the outside are.
Mhm.
It's, I thought they'd have, like Jeeps and guns and stuff like that in it, but it was all about the people. And you could sit on benches and listen to the people's stories, why they got involved in the particular war they was in, and those that were wounded, how they had the recovery they went through and stuff. We spent about 4 hours in there.
Wow.
Oh, that. Yeah.
Went all the way from the Civil War up into our last one.
Oh, so it went up through the whole time period. That's great.
Yeah.
The only thing on this, to me, it appears almost a little yellow green overall.
A little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's pretty easy to pull out.
It was a lot yellow before.
Yeah.
I thought I took enough of it out.
Yeah, I'm just wondering.
Definitely see it in the sidewalk.
Mhm. Yeah, I see it up in here too. Well, let's just go camera on, make it real easy. You know, we can just, did they give that to you? Color mixer, I think it is. Yeah. Yeah, so you could probably just saturation, pull some of the yellows down, just in here. Maybe some green. The other option, let's look at the other option here. Maybe just in basic, you know, adding a hint of magenta and taking a yellow down to blue a little bit. Yeah, I think that's probably even easier.
Okay,
Just works.
my eyes don't see it. Oh, now I do. When you
That's
place
a
it back
big
and forth,
difference.
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Now I do.
Yeah, yeah, it doesn't take much.
Yeah,
Wow.
There you go.
being half colorblind don't help.
Excuse me one sec.
Oh, that's a huge difference.
Take
eh?
it 330.
That is.
Thanks. Okay,
Thank you.
sure.
And this was outside the wall, around the outside of it.
Mhm.
I put that in Luminar Neo and touched things up, and then I added the sunburst behind the rifle.
Yeah, nice touch.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The only thing I don't like about, the more I look at it, the boots and rifles seem to be leaning backward. When I tried to bring it forward, I got that the helmet too close to the top, I thought, so I just left it the way it was.
Mhm.
I cropped it before I worked on it, and I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, yeah, if you leave yourself a
That
little.
was a mistake.
Well, let's see, there might be enough there to deal with.
I can get it up to where it just barely touches, but I thought it was a little bit too close.
Yeah, if we just unlock this and go into transform. If you click right in here, let's try distort first. Just see. Now I'm going to take this corner. I'm going to hold the shift key down because I want to keep it straight as I'm pulling it across.
Okay.
But yeah, that might be just enough to do.
Oh, okay. I didn't think about doing it that way.
Just crop the side off. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, we got a grid here somewhere. Show grid. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that looks pretty good.
That's better.
Yeah. You know, and once you have that, get rid of that grid. You know, then you crop it.
Yeah.
Should be good to go.
Okay. I didn't think about using the distort for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
There you go.
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah. And I think it might need a little more snap too. I don't know. We could just go under curves here real quick. Just probably not much. Yeah, pull the midtones down a bit and the 3/4 tones up. Yeah, I think that's enough. Great.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this is up on top. There's the walkway around goes up to the top of the building.
Mhm.
And then the glass windows in the top, but it's an amphitheater up there, but the windows display all the ribbons from the different wars and stuff that the servicemen use.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
And then the ribbons, and when you're inside, the sun hits the color of the ribbons reflect on the floor then.
Oh, wow.
Nice, nice. And you can pull that same trick with this one, you know, just if you wanted to
Yeah.
strip this up a hair, because these two look pretty straight, and it's just starting to distort out a hair from the lens. It wouldn't take
Okay.
much. Yeah. Nice.
Thank you. Now, this is inside, this is at an angle to, more of an angle to what the, those are the windows with the ribbons color in it, but this flag is a flag for the unknown soldiers. That was on the unknown soldiers tomb, and then they put mirrors on both sides of it, so it reflects on both sides, it goes to infinity.
That's a really nice image, Don.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's really pretty.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Wow. Yeah, I like the way it goes out into it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
How new is this facility, Don?
I'm going to say 4 or 5 years.
Oh, wow. Okay.
This is in Columbus?
Columbus, Ohio. Yeah.
Okay. Nice. Okay.
And this was the oldest piece there. This was the flag from the Civil War. This is the battle flag
Wow.
from the Civil War. And I like this because it's got I think it says Morgan's Raiders, but I'm not sure, but it's Kentucky, Indiana, and Ohio.
Mhm.
Right. Kentucky, Indiana, Ohio, Knoxville.
And then that up in the flag, it's 35-star flag. And then I didn't know what to do with the reflection in the top of the blue, on the blue field there, reflecting from the windows up above. So I just left it alone rather than screw it up. And it didn't really bother me that much. It was,
Mhm.
I like it. It doesn't bother me. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the fact that it's blue adds to it, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, the blue
Exactly.
field. Yeah, yeah.
but then I put that in Neo and then brought the texture of the flag out a little more, how
Yeah.
weathered and worn it
Texture's nice.
was.
Mhm. Very nice.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for bringing those in. It's good, Jim Bowman. Whoop. Stay over there.
Yeah, so this is Monument Valley, probably might recognize it. And just a straight shot and nothing can't say as I had any much to add to it, except some normal things of bringing out a little bit of texture in the wall and stuff.
Mhm.
Did you replace the sky or was that the sky?
Now that was the sky.
It's a great sky.
Yeah.
Mhm. Just wondering, maybe a little more contrast in the middle gray rocks here might just kind of set it off a bit. I forgot, do you have Neo or Topaz?
Topaz or
Yeah.
Luminar.
Oh, you do have Luminar. Oh, you have the AI instead of Neo?
Yeah, right.
It'd be about the same. I don't have AI loaded in this one, but let's see if I can get it to open. I may have to do it a different way here. Huh. Okay. Unexpectedly quit. Well, yeah, I had that problem before. Oh yeah, we had this problem last time. Okay, let's just open Neo and then we'll drag it in. All right, let's see if I can drag in from here. Not. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So we'll go up here to edit. And well, I don't remember if you have enhance in AI or not. Let's just take a peek and see what enhance might
I
help.
think you do. Yeah.
Yeah, enhance would help it out a lot. But if you don't have enhance, then I would.
Yeah, I think so.
All right.
Good
I
bet.
would, play,
Enhance.
I would play with structure just a little bit. Something like
Right. Yeah, because I did try some, but it was like doing weird things to the sky.
Yeah, well, that's when you put a mask in. you control where you want to go. So you go here to masking, or it's in a different place on AI, but basically you get yourself a brush and you just paint it in where you want it. Okay.
So the mask is to let the,
Yeah, it's the opposite of Photoshop. The mask is, when you see the red, it's where you want it rather than where you don't want it.
right,
And
exactly.
the other thing is you can't just hold the option key down and go negative. You got to go over here to erase. And I think maybe in AI you can, but I know in Neo you can't. That's something I've been after them to
Right.
fix, but they haven't yet. But yeah, basically. So then if you want to paint back again, you can use your bracket key though to take the thing bigger and smaller, the brush size. That it'll let you do. So then once you have that, you can go back to your adjustment. And, so you can crank it all the way up and it's only hitting that area. So yeah, I think that would be helpful. So
Mhm. Yeah, it was kind of almost a little too smooth, wasn't it?
Mhm.
Yeah.
yeah, it was a little too monochrome. The other thing you can do and develop just maybe a little super contrast. And then again, you could go back to that mask since you already made it and copy it. And then go open it. I'm sorry, I should have got it from structures. Copy it. And then go here and paste it. There we go. So now when you're doing your develop adjustments, so you're just affecting
Mhm.
the stone area itself. So we've gone from here to here.
Massive.
Yeah.
Quite a difference.
Okay. There we go.
So this is here in Arizona and over by, I can't remember the name of that. It's on the res. It's west of town. Here in-
Babakovori or.
Yeah, Babakovori, that's it.
Yeah.
And so, and I put a little bit of texture on from Topaz and that was about it.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Sky is outstanding.
Mhm.
Oh, and I put I think I put some, a vignette around it too.
Mhm.
So you could kind of go into the main view.
Yep. Nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's so nice.
So this was the same trip. It's in the same area actually. And yeah, we've been having a lot of rain lately. So a lot of thunder and lightning.
Mhm.
What was your settings for this one, Jim?
Oh boy. It, I don't have, I should have kind of put it down, but I did a multiple exposures over a period of time because I was just clicking and finally caught one,
Okay.
So it was, geez, I can't remember, but it was pretty much a normal exposure. It just happened to catch the lightning.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
Shoot it enough, you can get it.
I've got a little trigger. It's called Pluto trigger. And you can set it up on your camera and it'll take a photograph of the lightning as it happens. It recognizes the lightning and it takes a shot.
Wow. What's it called?
Pluto trigger.
Pluto.
Yeah, I've seen those, yeah, Pluto. Yeah, I've seen those advertised. I didn't know how effective they were. So they work
Well,
well.
it can do that and a whole lot of other things, but I bought it for a couple of things, that being one of them. And the one time I was down there in July, I went specifically down there to take photos of it, and I got lucky a few times with it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Does it do other things like freeze water or liquids?
Yes, it does. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
There's a lot of different things.
Yeah, excellent. Yeah,
Hmm. Well, that's a good tip.
Yeah, it's about $100. It's worth getting.
Mhm.
No?
So it's an accessory on your camera itself.
Yeah, let me see if I can find it.
There's also an app for $2.99 on your iPhone that works really well. And you just set your iPhone up on a tripod and turn it on and it captures it.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, this Pluto thing works through your phone, an app in your phone. Yeah, so you can do star trails and everything else. So
Oh. Oh, right. There's Pluto trigger. Yeah.
Yeah, let's see if we can find this thing. Yeah, there you go.
yeah, and
Yeah,
you
it's
can
almost like the little slaves that you get for strobes.
Yeah.
Yeah, very similar. Okay.
Well, another $100 down the drain.
there you go.
That's $100.
Right. You know what the app is for the iPhone?
I'll look it up.
It's
I'll
for
look it
all
up later.
phones. Yeah.
All right, good. Okay, let's keep moving here.
Oh, that's a nice one.
Yeah, the same. Well, this one was on a different trip, but it was, Saguaro National Monument on the far east side of town.
Mhm.
There's the west or the west side of town, and this is the east side.
Nice.
Yeah. Classic photo. Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, classic Arizona.
Mhm.
Oh,
Okay, so this was two shots. I don't know if you guys remember last maybe December there was a not an asteroid but a
Comet, yeah.
comet, and it was real close to the horizon.
Yes.
And I took a shot of it, but it was just sort of a shot. And so I went over and I adjusted it and put a sky replacement on this and kind of like put it into an Arizona setting. And this is what I came up with.
Oh,
Very nice.
Yeah. Very interesting. Cool.
I like the starburst you got.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess I should have trimmed it better. I didn't notice that on my version. I don't know what happened. It didn't seem to be.
I really like the windmill.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, close enough. There you go.
Right. So that's that. Just pretty
Yeah.
simple photography, but
Nice. Okay.
so, I looked the app up. It's called iLightning Cam, CAM,
Okay.
iLightning, and it works really well at night. Not quite as good at day, but it also works in the daytime too.
Okay. Eye lightning.
iLightning.
Is that only for iPhones then?
I don't know. I know it's for iPhone. I don't know about Android. I don't know how it works, really. It's amazing.
So is it triggering your camera, or you're taking, it's using the iPhone as the camera?
iPhone is the camera.
Okay.
You just, you kind of know where the lightning is, and you just set it on a little tripod thing, turn it on, and you can go in the house and come back later, and it's got all these pictures on it.
Wow.
I
It
guess
triggers
they
it.
have, yeah, they have iLightning Cam 2 Lite and the regular 2, which is $1.99.
Well, that's the kind of same with that Pluto thing. You can set it at different levels of intensity, or
Right.
so that it's not shooting at everything. So you can really narrow it down to intense bursts. So.
Oh, great. Nice, good to know. Okay, let's go to Jim Murphy. Oh,
Yeah, this is a composite picture, as you can tell. So I just, when I saw this, I just thought I had kind of a vision in mind. I think I got about 75% of the way where I wanted to go with it, but I just I kind of simplified the object a little bit, and then put a layer of clouds and did a blending mode. So I was just trying to create a certain feeling rather than what is it kind of a thing.
What is it?
It's I think it's part of an old bridge.
Oh,
Mm.
Yeah, I wanted to try and give it sort of a little bit of an oriental type mystical feeling is what I was going for.
yeah.
well, if you want to go for a little more depth on a horizon line, you could just make a mask for this area and darken it slightly,
Okay,
and just, don't make it hard, just blur it slightly. So it's,
okay.
yeah, and I think that would work.
Yeah, it needs more work. So I just,
Mhm.
sometimes I just put things down and then come back to them and work on
Yeah.
them more.
And then you could also, do a gradation on it,
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think you got a good starting point there.
So I don't know if you remember,
Oh.
2 weeks ago, I had some really bad flash photography. Anyway, I continued with the flash and I'm getting better with it. So like one person I was listening to on YouTube said the idea behind, flash fills, make it look like you're not using a flash.
Mhm.
So this was an overcast day and the light was kind of mostly behind and to the left of the bird, and the flash fill helped definitely on this one.
Mhm.
So the flash is on your camera?
Yeah, I've got it right on my camera. Now that the next thing is to get it further off the camera, get a better results. But I'm still just getting good with, figuring out how to use the flash exposure compensation with TTL, and then, getting it kind of look like I want to.
Are you on a tripod when you're doing this?
No, this is handheld. And then that's the other thing is, get on a tripod, you get a better clarity.
Mhm. That's really good. I usually don't like flash, and I would not have known you used a flash, so that's perfect.
Yeah, the other pictures I'm gonna show are all flash as well too. So, but they're not blown out.
But it looks like you got nice light in the eyes with the flash,
Yes,
which
I
is
did.
perfect, which is you wouldn't get on a dull light day.
Yeah, if the light is good, you don't need a flash, of course, but it's just
Right.
pretty cloudy here a lot.
Well, yes and no. I mean, if the light's good, but it's too harsh, you may need it to fill
Okay.
True.
your shade side. And, if you don't have someone that can hold the fill card where you want it, then you can and throw it from where you are, basically. Although I think probably the best working range is probably 20 feet or less.
Yes,
Yeah.
I would say that's 12 to 25, something like that is your best range.
Now, the other thing you do is if you know where your subject's going to be, which is not always the case, but then you can set it up on a stand and sync it and just use the a flash, either the built-in flash on your camera, but if you don't have one, just a little flash and have it, just
Just a-
the other one,
To slave, yeah.
and you could slave it. And then you can get the flash closer and you can back away a bit,
Right.
so that the critter doesn't feel,
I've been flashing hummingbirds the last couple of days and not getting very good results, but
ah,
they're a little trickier.
yeah, especially you gotta be high speed syncing. What's the max on yours? 2000?
The flash goes up to 1/20,000th.
Oh, it does.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I can sync up to 8,000. My camera goes up to 8,000, 1/8,000th of a second. And I shot several at 4,007 seconds. Came out okay with the hummingbird. I was just, not the colors weren't as good as I wanted though.
Ah, okay.
So maybe next time I'll have some hummingbird flash photos.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see those.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
He's throwing back a couple seeds there.
Throwing them back.
Yeah. So this is a flash photo also. So it's flash fill. The light was coming from behind him and I was on the shadow side here. But it brought out the colors real nice. The blue colors came out with the flash fill. So, and this bird's fairly close. He's like probably 18 feet away from me.
Mhm.
That's a good one.
Great detail. My goodness.
It
Awesome.
really brings out the detail and the feathering.
Mm.
Nice.
And this one also is a flash fill photo as well. This bird was about at the distance where it's not very effective. So probably getting out 25 to 30 feet or something like that. But I still got a little bit of flash effect with this one.
Yeah, I just had a thought, Jim.
Yes.
On the hummingbirds, you might want to try an exposure that's slightly underexposed and slower shutter, and then have the flash either hit at the beginning or the end of the frame. You can I believe you can set that up so you get the blurring and you get the frozen
Okay.
together.
Right.
Okay. I'll try that.
It'll be pretty neat. It's one of the things you can try.
The people that do Hummers a lot, they use like 4 or 5 flashes.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
And
wow.
they set up they'll put the feeder there for a while and then they'll take it away and put a flower there. They put a background behind it. And then they have 3 flashes and 1 on the camera.
Mhm.
Excuse me, PRBC USA visa.
Oh, there you go.
Anyway, I'm not ready for 4 flashes. I'm still trying to master 1.
Yeah. I hear you.
Oh,
I didn't get any bears this week. I had to settle for a squirrel.
Oh, it's a bit safer.
Yeah.
Unless he's 6 feet unless he's 6 feet and rabid.
Running up your leg.
Yeah, he was nuts alone. It's cute.
Yeah.
Did you use a flash on that as
That
well?
is a flash as well too, yes.
You're getting good. I don't see any blowouts or anything. It's really good.
So do you think I should try a flash on the grizzly?
Yeah. They like
I just
that.
get a little closer.
Remember, 12 to 20 feet is the best range, Alan.
Yeah, and for something that size, you got to go wide, so you have to get closer.
Hang a pork chopper on you there.
Set that flash Fresnel wide. Yeah. Okay. Good luck with that one. Cool. Thanks. Let's go to Kim.
Ooh.
all right.
Wow.
We were we hit Zion, Park City, and Bryce
Yeah.
for a couple weeks ago. So this, and we got out to Bryce actually at sunrise to get some sunrise shots. This was a little bit later in the morning. But then I could just see a lot of my shots, even though the colors are beautiful there, just to convert them over to black and white. And it just gives them a totally different feel.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
Looks
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, got very nice separation between one layer of rocks and the other.
Mhm.
Worked nicely.
I like the trails and the people walking up there. It makes it nice.
Mhm.
Yeah, and the lightness kind of brings your eye around.
Yep.
Mhm.
You don't get lost in the
Yeah,
hills.
Uh-huh.
yeah.
But so you have to hike up there, or is that?
This is no. Well, this is taking from above, so this is at the top of the. I believe they call it the rim trail, and then looking down. And yeah, you can obviously hike out to these places and down into the canyon.
Is this the one that also goes over to the next parking lot down the road?
Yes. Yeah, we were at. We thought we were at Sunrise Point. We were actually at Sunset Point, but then walked on over to Sunrise Point.
Yeah, that's a nice walk.
Yeah, it is.
Looks great.
Yeah, that's nice. I don't know if darkening this down would help. or not.
Darken it more. I dehazed it a bit, and I actually took the radial gradient to it just to try and bring out some of that a little bit, because actually it was actually more pale than what this looks like.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, that would accentuate this area, but a little
Mhm.
better. This got a little darker. Yeah, let's take a quick.
Yeah, because I just took the radial gradient to that top area.
Yeah, let's see here. Let's just brush. Yeah, pull my feathering up.
And this is in one of Lightroom's presets. I wasn't finding anything in Topaz. Seems like Topaz has gotten rid of some of their black and whites. I wasn't finding anything that I even liked at all.
Yeah. Oh, that's another thing. They've added more presets, and they also have that adjustment with 100 in the middle on the presets.
Okay.
I'll show you that real quick, but let's just see. Ooh, no, I'm gonna make that a little sharper. Do that. Okay. Yeah, it's still a little. All right. Well, you get the idea. So once you've got that all feathered, well, let's just see Automask and take care of the difference there real quick. Yeah, that's a little better. There we go. Okay.
Sandy's the ever perfectionist.
Well, we can just kind of overall take the exposure down a bit,
Okay.
and then see what highlights you're going to do. Yeah, highlights and
Okay. Yeah.
yeah, maybe a little bit like that. And then if you want to go over that again, you could do a new mask and maybe a linear and just kind of.
Yeah, I was trying, for some reason, I was having trouble with my linear gradients. So that's why I went to the radial gradient instead and just expanded it.
Yeah. Yeah. And then, just do the same thing.
Okay.
So, yeah. So before and after. Yeah.
Yeah.
Enhances this area up here.
It sure does.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Okay.
And then this is sunrise at Bryce.
That's nice.
Very nice.
And other than bringing up the detail a bit in Topaz, I didn't do a whole lot else to it.
Mhm.
Those are the sun rays.
Nice.
I cropped it a bit, brought it down at the top just to get rid of some of the sky.
Mhm.
So that's somebody standing in the left there. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And this is on the rim trail again, Alan. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where a lot of people were, the photographers were standing to get different sunrise, waiting for sunrise to get different sunrise shots.
Yeah. See, there's some morning mist there too.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Okay.
This is the Great Salt Lake.
Ah,
Ah,
And I took the camera and had it as close to the ground. It wasn't on a tripod, it's handheld, but down on the ground because I wanted to get those rocks in the foreground leading right to Antelope Island. I think that's Antelope Island. And then I dehazed it some because it was just an overcast, kind of hazy day. The sky, I didn't change the sky, I just dehazed it to bring out the clouds and everything more and bring out the island a bit.
mhm. Did you go out on the island?
No, we didn't.
Ah, yeah, that's a nice trip too. I would gradiate this down a bit.
Okay.
I just, there's more in here, keep this one up a little bit, but everything behind it, so you could do that pretty quick. Again. With these lookalike soldiers. Ooh, that's weird. I like that. Maybe. There we go. All right. So again, I would just start maybe with a linear gradient. Maybe about that much fall off and then move it to where you want it. Maybe somewhere like that. Okay, and then first I pull some highlight down and maybe a little darks. Okay.
Okay.
Sandy, could you do would it be possible to do a multi-focus stack on that?
Yeah, you could, if you want to keep it all sharp.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, work better on a tripod, but if you don't have one, just shoot them quick. Change your
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've done some that way and they come out pretty good.
Yeah, they do. Now, if you want to bring some of the top of this rock back, you go in and subtract here from the linear gradient.
Okay.
Okay, and take a brush, and then I would probably take the flow rate down quite a bit, and then just slowly, paint through here and see what, just back and forth till you get what you want.
Okay.
Go back and forth a little more in the areas you want a little brighter, kind of like scrubbing. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
would- okay. Yeah, if you get back there, Antelope Island's pretty neat. There's buffalo on there and a little bear center.
We were just in the city for one day, so we didn't take time to go there.
Yeah, you need a few hours if you're gonna go out there.
Yeah.
At least, yeah. All righty.
So this was a fun one, or an
Oh,
experiment, I should
neat.
say.
Yeah.
We went into the Capitol, and this young lady was there obviously having her quinceanera pictures taken. So I just grabbed a couple shots while all that was going on. And I had vision as I was fiddling with it yesterday, and then this morning, it's like, I wish I'm not good with layers in Photoshop yet. So, but I was thinking, having her on clouds or something. So instead I just took this star texture from topaz. And then blurred the stairs a bit too, just to sort of give it the kind of a feeling of not necessarily clouds, but along that lines. So this is just an experiment.
Yeah. Yeah, and you used a mask to erase?
Yes. Mhm.
Good. So if you want to bring back a little details in here, you can do that with white. Okay, good. Yeah. Yeah, I think you had a good start there. Okay.
And this is at Sundance,
Wow.
Utah. This is Stewart Falls. And this is basically straight out of camera. I think I brought the contrast up just very little, just for that red in the shirt. Otherwise, I didn't touch this. This is right out the camera.
Wow.
Nice.
Amazing. Huh?
Mhm.
That's a beautiful
Yeah,
area too.
these falls are over 200 feet.
Wow.
Wow.
And we did
Where
not,
is this? Whereabouts? in
Sundance, the
Okay.
Sundance Mountain Resort.
Sundance.
Yeah.
We did not go down to the bottom where the falls fall into the river. This was about almost a 2-mile hike just to get to this point. And so we didn't feel like heading on down just a little bit further. And it was really crowded down at the bottom anyway, because we figured our legs wouldn't carry us back.
Yeah, that's always a problem.
I'm going to say worth every step.
Oh, it was. Yeah, it was fabulous. Yeah.
Nice.
On our way back on the trail, we had to pause for a few minutes. There were some guys ahead of us that had a dog, and there was a moose on the trail ahead of them.
Oh, wow.
So everybody kind of had to come to a stop for a few minutes until it was I guess it was a female from what we heard, and until she decided to leave the trail and head on down the mountain a little bit more.
Mhm.
Nobody messed with her, huh?
No, you don't want to mess with those. No. Especially when you got a dog. That the group ahead of us had a good sized dog in tow.
Yeah, that could be a problem too. I like the way you froze this.
Yeah.
Still got some movement here. Yeah, it's nice,
Natural, really
nice
nice.
combination.
Thanks.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, Maureen.
Okay, that's sunrise through my corn in the morning.
Oh.
I have corn growing in my backyard.
Hmm.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I know, and it's in a tiny little place, but it's doing well.
Yeah.
I think some of it's almost 10 feet tall.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah, it's incredible.
You got some ears showing yet?
Yeah, I do.
Excellent.
I do.
Excellent.
I just thought it was kind of a cool
Yeah.
early morning shot with the little bit of hairs on the
Yeah.
leaf there, kind of catching the morning
Yeah,
sun.
that's
Yeah.
just wonderful.
nice.
Yeah,
Thanks.
yeah. If you think about it again, you might want to just get a spritzer bottle and spray some of these.
Oh, get a little water. You know, this
Oh.
morning, if there had been a sunrise,
Yeah,
because everything was all wet this morning.
yeah.
Must have had a little bit of a rain shower in the night.
Oh, yeah, it
we
rained
did.
pretty good because I was trying to get up for that, all the planets lining up.
Oh, okay.
I woke up at 2 and it was pouring, and then I got up at 4 and it was all socked in.
Yeah.
I said, okay.
We
Guess
got about
that's it.
2/10 of an inch, I think.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, pretty good. Yeah. All right.
And this is just a happy coincidence that I caught the rainbow right on Elephant Peak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There have been
You
some
guys shot
beautiful
that
rainbows.
same day, yeah, because it had these streaks which were really amazing.
Well, there was actually a double rainbow. I missed
Yeah,
the double.
there's more up
I
here.
missed the double, yeah.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
girlfriend texted me and I ran out, and by the time I got out with my camera,
Hmm.
this was all I could get. The devil was gone.
And then a few nights ago, there was a real red sunset with the cloud.
Yeah, I missed that one. I saw
Yeah.
pictures of it. And I
Oh,
wish-
yeah.
Yeah, I didn't post any, but it had a rainbow, the red clouds, heavy clouds on top, and then lightning.
Oh, I have that
Oh,
one.
wow.
I did get that one.
Yeah.
And I got a little bit of
Amazing.
lightning too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I
did
couldn't
get that
catch the lightning on my iPhone, so I just did a video. And I said,
because where that was north.
yeah, it was
Yeah, it
much-
was straight north. And
Oh, so you're further south. Yeah. Yeah, it was just a little bit north of us. Yeah.
it was straight north of me. And but you're getting the reflection of the sunset on those clouds.
Yeah. Yeah.
Really pretty.
Mhm.
Yeah, I did get, I took a bazillion and I did get one with a little tiny streak of lightning in it.
Oh, cool. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I had a photo session with a roadrunner.
Oh,
Oh, he had his breakfast. huh?
Oh, he's got breakfast. Yeah.
I was in my garage working and I saw him stroll by with the lizard. So I went in the house, got the camera and caught him on two different areas in the common area next to my house. And normally they don't pose for you. This guy was posing for me.
mhm.
Look what I
He was
got.
like, he went,
Hmm.
I got both sides, I got his back. It was like, what else would you like?
Mhm.
Boy, he had a good sized lizard too.
He
Yeah.
did, and I would have thought he would be going somewhere
Yeah.
to eat that lizard. And I got a couple of nice shots with the orange and the blue next to his eyes too.
Did he put his comb up at all?
No,
No.
no, did not.
So he's a little intimidated. Yeah.
Shows you how fast they are when they can catch them, eh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's the best, I think, roadrunner photos I've ever been able to get because they're usually moving. This guy just sat there and posed for me. I was like, wow,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah, I would crop that right in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very much.
I cropped it quite a bit already.
Yeah.
But yeah, I could crop it more.
Yeah. There you go.
And then this is
Oh, that's nice.
my corn in the morning.
Yeah.
Actually, this was the evening. So the sun was
Oh.
coming from the west. And then we had the storm behind it.
Mhm.
Oh, neat.
So I did it in black and white and then just let a little bit of the color come through.
Yeah.
I like that. It's
Yeah.
really
I
nice.
like that too.
Nice.
Just something different.
Mhm.
And this is my lady slipper cactus blooming.
Hmm.
Nice. Maybe tone this highlight down a little.
Okay.
Yeah.
I did a couple tones down already.
Yeah.
But yeah, I could take it a little more.
Yeah. It's just pulling your eye
Just
away
the
from much.
Early morning light and it just had hit it. Just those little spots.
Yeah. Pick something first. That would help. Oh. Let's see if we can. I guess I'm gonna turn auto mask off and then come back and erase. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I don't think we have to worry too much about this side, but we'll see. Okay, just we'll highlight down a bit, maybe take some light out.
Nice.
Yeah, a little exposure. Yeah,
That puts a little more emphasis on the flower.
yeah.
Thanks.
Mhm. Yeah. And maybe you could pick those up just a hair, you know, just
Okay.
grab a new mask and take a brush in there. see.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Nice. Thank you.
Mhm. Okay. Yeah, thanks.
Thank you.
Okay, Wendell.
Okay. These first three images are scaled or scanned from a print, a 4x6 print. Because I had color negatives, but I had trouble getting them out of the sleeves. So I just scanned the print. And I did very little with it in Photoshop. I just darkened the rocks a little bit and tried to increase the saturation a little bit on them. And I think I hit the vibrance a little bit, but I liked the subtle colors that came out on that. I don't know, it's algae or what
Mhm.
on the rocks.
Yeah.
But I want to keep that as close as possible. Now, this was actually taken in Australia, Kangaroo Island near Adelaide. And this was an area that they, kind of park area they refer to as remarkable rocks. And there are a lot of them, of the ones that are eroded away like this. And
That's amazing.
big,
Yeah, the erosion is unbelievable. Look at that.
yeah.
Actually, you know, what comes to my mind when I looked at that rock initially was Salvador Dali.
Yeah. Exactly.
Or a guy that's got rotten teeth.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing.
Wow.
Really
Yeah.
cool.
And these were big too. I think that middle rock was taller than I am by a fair
Wow.
amount.
Hmm.
So, yeah. Anyway, I guess working from a scan off of a print, I couldn't have done too much manipulation with it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Can you can scan color neg and have a neg bias removal, to get the orange out?
well, I haven't done that. I normally would scan the negative, but in this case, the processor had put it in a plastic sleeve that was actually glued onto one edge of the negative. And then there was a paper strip on the other set of sprocket holes. So down at the club, I didn't want to do any surgery on it. So I had the prints, so I just did them. But I am going to give that a try. Maybe do these same three pictures and see if I can come out better coming straight from the color negative.
What is the best way to take color negatives on a slide into the computer? What's the best way to do that?
Well, I just use the club's scanners, those Epson scanners, and use, in the case of the negatives, I just use one of the frames they have that I can put the negatives down and clamp them in place and just lay it on the flatbed scanner. And scan it at 3200 DPI from 35 millimeter negative.
Yeah, and Epson has a algorithm that will take the orange bias out of it and make it positive. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe they have it. If they don't, I know ViewScan does. I don't know if they have the ViewScan software there or not.
I think Photoshop has it too.
Oh, does it? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Somewhere in Photoshop is. I gotta open.
So would a regular scanner work as well, or?
Flatbed scanner? Yeah, it could. You're just gonna get the DPI up.
Yeah. I don't, at home, I've just got one of the 4-function things that does scan pretty good, but for anything I want to do, I go down to the camera club because those Epson scanners there are quite good. But of course, that didn't help you at the moment, I guess, until you get back to Green Valley. But
yeah,
they do work well. well, of course, with the negatives, it's even worse for dust and so forth. I usually have to
Oh,
do
yes,
a lot of spot removal, even though I brush them off.
right.
Wow.
That's
This
awesome.
is Same place and even more bizarre erosion on it.
That's-
They're almost like
Sure.
vertebrae or something.
Yeah, like dinosaur bones.
Right. Real nice.
So is that the ocean in the background there, or?
Yes, yeah, it's pretty much, I don't know, it's the Tasman Sea maybe down
Okay.
there, south of
Yeah, that's why they get
Australia.
all the erosion from all that salt water.
Yeah, I guess so, yeah. And I
Yeah,
guess it's
see its
limestone probably.
Yeah.
That's fabulous.
Wow.
I love these.
Like a sculpture.
Yeah, yeah, it's, I've looked at a lot of rocks in my time. These are the most unique, I think.
Mhm.
Yeah, they almost look like, someone was roughing them out to make a
Yeah,
sculpture piece,
yeah, like the apprentice doing the rough cuts.
Right.
The master gets to do the detail. Yeah,
Exactly. Wow.
Amazing.
It almost looks like rust here. There's probably some iron or something in there.
yeah, that was the kind of colors I was trying to keep a little bit of it.
Mhm.
So would the water come right up to there? Window?
No, not while we were there. Now this area under the rocks to the left looks like foam from water, and then there's
Yeah.
some to the right, but I think those must just be some sort of deposits were left behind.
Okay.
Although there's a couple of what look like wet spots in the middle, but we were dry walking around there, and it was a little ways above the ocean.
Yeah, I imagine when the wind and the sea kicks up, a lot of mist gets on those and starts eroding them.
Oh, yeah, that could be it. And it may be they had wind that,
Mhm.
well, we know they had wind because it was pretty rough on the ferry going over, but it could have blown water up there and left that
Mhm.
white stuff behind.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. This is also Australia along the Great Ocean Road. Again, going up between Melbourne and Adelaide. And this, I guess, was toward evening, and I'd never done anything with this picture. And then I got to looking at it when I was scanning stuff, and I scanned this from a slide.
Mhm.
But decided I kind of liked the reddish orange color on that lone rock standing out there, and the shape of the waves and the
Nice.
ice plant or whatever it's in the foreground. So decided to bring it in.
Nice.
Yeah.
It didn't do a lot with it other than on Photoshop I did touch up and took some spots out, and then used Topaz hummingbird wings preset. It gave it a little more detailed definition on the rock to the right.
Mhm.
Seemed to sharpen it up a bit because the overall image is kind of fuzzy. Even the 3200 DPI
Mhm.
scan.
Real nice.
Thank you. Okay, this is the other side of the ocean. This is Carmel, California. And this was scanned from a JPEG image from my little point and shoot camera. And I had a lot of trouble with it because the sky was very bright. It was burnt out to the point that I couldn't adjust anything. It just stayed white. Also in the bottom of the picture, there's a white area where the sun was coming across that driveway. So the top one I fixed by a sky replacement, which worked out pretty well. And the bottom, mostly by cropping and using the clone tool to clone over the white areas right at the bottom of the picture. And then I used a sky replacement and then topaz oil painting at a 30% opacity to get kind of a slightly grungy oil paint look.
Mhm.
That's really nice.
Yeah. I think the
Looks like
sky
some
replacement,
Harry Potter thing.
Yeah.
that sky replacement kind of added to it too, because it kind of made this stuff almost pastel-y, where it
Yeah.
didn't
Well-
quite mask the stuff out. Yeah, it worked out to your advantage in this case.
Yeah, on the chimneys up there, I actually had to go back in and darken those up a little bit.
I don't know if I would do any more. I kind of like the way eating into them and kind
Yeah.
of more of that ethereal look, especially over
Yeah.
here too. So Mother
That's
Brown's house, huh?
Yeah, gingerbread cottage.
Yeah.
I really like the staircase.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and those doors with the angled corners to fit around the heavy timber framing.
Brackets, yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
Awesome. It's very nice.
That's pretty neat.
yeah.
Well, it's quite a departure from this erosion.
Yeah,
Nice mix.
yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Mhm. Thank
All
you.
right. I think that's everybody. Didn't miss anything. All right. Yeah. I got into flowers again this week. Oh, for some reason, if I leave Photoshop open or Lightroom open, I come back to it. Doesn't give me the whole thing, just gives me part of it. Let's just click it open again. I don't get the main window. It just gives me like the side ones. There we go. Okay. Finally got a little lily coming up in our pond here. So I figured I'd get out and shoot it when it was open.
Very good.
And I just splashed a little water on it to get some beads and drops. So that was helpful. And this was just over in the park, Desert Meadows Park. Just,
Just your macro lens.
yeah, the 100 macro, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, actually, the one before was my 100 to 500 because that's what I happen to have on the camera. When Pam says, "Come out, it's open," so
Yeah.
ran with it. I think I had it at about 200.
Hmm.
Yeah, but yeah, that's the 100 macro there.
Hmm. Did you have shadows for a background there to get it, or did you have to do something?
No, it was the exposure, I believe, dropped it down a lot because that leaf was so bright.
Oh.
Yeah, that everything else just kind of dropped back pretty quickly.
Hmm.
Yeah, kind of like the way it was eaten through
Yeah.
here.
Mhm.
A few spots, it's not quite perfect, but kind of fun. Yeah,
Oh, I like that.
this was at the
Yeah.
park too. Yeah, I like the spider webs and the little
Yeah.
pieces being kind of
Oh, yeah.
held in limbo there.
Hmm.
Nice.
And again, it was really bright, so the background dropped pretty quick.
Oh, yeah.
And in this case, in the shade, it went cooler. And this was out in a swamp, I think in Georgia. And that was with a 500 at 500. Yeah, the 100, 500 to add 500. And this was
Yeah.
on my old camera, my old M6, again, out at the pond in the back here. I think that's my,
A lot of nice detail in the wings.
yeah. I really like the kind of prismatic colors that you get.
Mhm.
Mhm. Yeah.
But yeah, it's the old M6, not a full frame camera, but did the trick. It's with an 18 to 150 kit lens that came with it. Yeah, this again was with the 500 millimeter, 100, 500.
Hmm,
Yeah.
nice rich colors.
Yeah. But yeah, I like the fall off on this too. It's different than the macro, but still interesting.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think that's it. Okay. Yeah. So that's what I got this week. Now while I'm in Lightroom, let me just quickly, I don't know, let's just open this one up pretty quick here. So a few things they've added. On they've loaded, I've got a bunch of presets in here, but they've loaded some presets with the new update. I'll probably through these and clean them out one of these days. But yeah, they've got some new presets they've loaded up, and again, on any of them, if you roll over them, they get instant feedback, which is nice.
Yeah.
But again, if you got one you like so that you have a slider here too now.
Oh,
Okay.
So you can
okay.
take him in or out. So that's kind of neat. So, and that's the same in the, I'm gonna undo that. That's the same in the camera raw filter as well.
Okay.
Yeah, so you got them in both. And then basically another cool thing is if, let me go back. I'm gonna move you guys up a little here. Let me go back to a bunch of these photos. Okay. If you have a bunch of photos and you get one and then you mask it off, and if you sync it in the develop module, like you pick a bunch of them and sync it, let's say, for instance, we're just going to do these, and you want to take all the attributes and color corrections you did on this one. When you go to sync, let me get in the develop module instead of the library. When you go to sync, if you turn on masking, it'll carry the mask across as well. And it's got an artificial intelligence that'll put it where it needs to be on a lot of them if it's moved.
Yeah.
It's not 100%. I found it off on a few, but on most it did a really good job. So it can work pretty quickly that way. Just do one and then just pick a group of like-kind images and just put it across the whole thing.
So you do that with sync. Okay.
Yeah.
I've tried copying the attributes and then pasting them onto another.
Yeah, you can do that too. You can do copy and paste as well. Yeah, that'll work as well.
And I guess
If you just got a whole bunch of them you just want to do, you just hit that and just go through them all and see if there's any problems. And some of them you may have to recreate the mask or add and subtract to it, but it's doing a pretty good job of taking the mask with it, almost like when you're doing it, in motion, like a Premiere or something that's got a, where you're working with video footage or where it's taking it from one to the next. It's starting to learn how to target it.
Will it work if your main image is different sizes going from one to the other? Does it shrink or expand the mask?
I think it does a little bit. I
Okay.
did try with some horizontals and verticals, and it wasn't too bad, or in tight and out, back out. Yeah. So I was pleasantly surprised. So
Yeah.
give it a shot, see what happens.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me where's my record? Always lose that. Oh, there we go.